Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 15 of Boogiepop Phantom. Last time we started the new arc, the King of Distortion arc. Um, a new Imaginator class enemy who's trapped a bunch of people in the Moon Temple building and is searching in people's hearts for their regrets and lingering feelings or whatever. Don't really know the bid plan, how he plans to turn the world into gold, but he does seem like a very strong enemy. Perhaps one of the strongest enemies we've seen so far. So he's a little spooky. um, we got some of the old characters back, Takeda, Natoki, Shiro, and some new ones. Haraba, Sakiko, others. But yeah, I'm interested to see if the whole art's gonna be taking place in the lot building. Is it gonna be like sort of 5 episodes, but all in like the span of a shorter period of time because they're in a building, or is it gonna be like longer? How is Nadi gonna take part in this? Because I don't know, maybe not. Nadi's usually around. Hopefully, we'll see Nadi again. Um, but yeah, lots of questions. Hold on a sec. Okay. Yeah. Let's get this episode started. Again, episode 15. My length is 23 minutes 42 seconds, and at the end of the episode, we'll talk about it. So let's start part 2 of the Tino Distortion arc in 3, 2, 1, go! Starting with the opening. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Save us, Imaginator. I don't think she's coming back, guys. This guy's kind of like an Imaginator, though. So that's how I'll take it. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Back. Back to the Moon Temple. Oh, this is Teratsuki before he died, I think. Oh no, this is in their hearts, I think. The distortion effect. Oh, yeah. Oh. Makoto? Wait. Oh, this is the mom with the little kid. That's rough. Oh. So she knew the real Teritsuki, I think. Not wrong. Yeah, Rio Teritsuki. But she's seen it in a flashback kinda distortion thing. The Moon Temple. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it was Kina Distortion before he died. That's creepy. Okay, here we are. Oh, oh, that's why he appeared before the boy in episode 1 because he's the biological father, I think. Oh, oh, oh. What the heck? Huh. Interesting. Sakiko! Hina, a new character just dropped. But they're all in the distorted world. Oh. Still like Sakiko's drip. I think she looks good. Huh. What? Wow. Okay. You just wanted to take the elevator, man. Such a weird fight. Oh, she dead. Maybe? Beanpole? Jesus. What that? Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's fake news. She doesn't do that. Oh, the rock music. Teretsuki's jam. Oh, gold. Habara? Uh, counter hat. Unlucky. Oh, they're looking for him. Do you have a fake one? They might yoink you. Nope, that's real. Oh no, dude. Nadi! What? What's happening? Is she? What? Nadi not a boyfriend? Based? Habra has it good? Unless fake. I think it's fake. What? Okay, it was fake. Never mind. You're not lucky. In love. Oh. Classic Nadi. Humongous brain. Ooh, the double turnaround. Oh, King of Distortion. True. Okay. Everyone's aware of it at least. True. Kinda. Oh. And this is the real world? What? Whoa! Why is Masaki here? Does she remember? Masami, not Masaki. Uh, he's back again. What is happening there? Excuse me? To kaiju? What? Run, dude, run. Yeah, I don't think this happened in his memories. Where's Nagi? Hey! It's a kid. He did say he wished a kaiju came and destroyed the Moon Temple. Is that why this is happening? Zoraji. Are they all in the same world? I wonder why they're connected. Or at least these two are connected. Oh. But it seems like Makoto's the real Makoto, right? Not just memories. Oh. Later, kid. What? Oh. Just knocked out body. Hey, he did it. Actually did it. Let's just have fake out. So the soul has to reach the body to wake up. Or they can just wake up normal. His eyes look weird. Is he distortion? Nope, he's chilling. Oh god. Wake them all up. If he can just shake them, then you might as well do it to all of them and save them. Yeah. We knew this was gonna happen. Kamichiro. Yeah. Oh, he got it. This guy's pretty smart too. That'd be crazy. That'd actually be crazy. And that's one way to beat him. If he's not just a concept and he has a form. Just wake everyone up. Really? Wait, that episode went by way too fast compared to the previous episode. That just flew. So it is gonna be all in one day for sure. I think that answers our question. All within the temple. Takeda's confirmed not gonna be able to get his date with Miyata. Toka. Honestly unlucky. But what can you do? Let's look at voice actors while I'm waiting. Ba, 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 ba. Can't look at Makoto Shizuka because they're not credited. Or Hinako. She's not credited either. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. We can do... Oh, nope. Satito's not credited either. That's crazy. I'm mad. Ba 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 ba. We can do Teretsuki, and then maybe next episode we'll just look at a different episode. Ba 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 ba. Okay, good episode. I feel like maybe a little slower compared to the last, but still good. I feel like we honestly I still don't exactly know what the Tina Distortion's goal is. Like, what does turning these lingering emotions that you can't fit into gold actually mean? Um, but yeah, interesting stuff. We start off with the mother of Makoto, and it's kind of a half C, I think, because I don't really understand fully, but it's like it's almost a flashback, and then they go to the present while she's in the distortion world. But the interesting thing is, even in her flashback, Teretsuki is referring to himself as the Teen of Distortion. So I'm wondering if, while alive, he considered himself the Teen of Distortion, and it wasn't an after death thing, like Suko, not Suko, Imaginator. But the thing is, it feels like Imaginator was also doing plays while she was alive, and Boogiepop just caught her and forced her to die, but she still played after. So maybe it made sense for Teen of Distortion to also have an active role while alive instead of just like transforming into that concept after death. Though the Teen of Distortion does reference himself as just being recently born, but maybe being recently born doesn't mean just a year old after the death. Maybe it's like he turned into the Teen of Distortion in life recently before he died. Maybe, I don't know. At least, what was it, 8 years? It was 8 years, I think, this conversation with the mother. But we did some backstory on her, and obviously her struggles of being a mother as a young adult without knowing who the father is. I thought maybe, and she knew Teretsuki while he was alive, so maybe he's the biological father to Makoto, though it seems like she's doubtful, at least. I guess you can't be 100% certain. So it's interesting that they knew each other. And my idea that I said in the reaction is maybe he is the biological father, and that's why he um, appeared before Makoto, even before all the shit went down. So that's interesting. And then obviously she transports to the disruption um, version, um, where they're talking again. And I mean, it's an interesting conversation, but I don't really get it. Because Teretsuki's like, or Tina Distortion's also like, when she's asking all these questions, he's like, I don't know. I have no idea. She was trying to imply that maybe her being in this past event in her life, she can change the present and the future. Like she's saying, "Oh, can I make you the real father of my child here?" And when we go back into the future, he will be the real father. I don't think that's how it works, but that's kind of the vibe I was getting from it. Um, but I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. Kind of, how we say it. It's not as digestible as the other plot lines, at least for now. I don't mind though. Again, it's a longer arc with 5 episodes total, so it has more time to explain things you don't quite get. So I'm sure I'll learn what they are talking about eventually. Then we get some Satiko and some backstory for her. Um, I mean, honestly, I prefer Satiko to her friend. You know, I'm surprised she's not as well liked. Is it just the pink turtleneck? No, I like her vibe. her style. But it was a pretty good scene. Learn more about her backstory. Kind of sad, man. It's just unlucky, you know. It's teenager drama. Obviously, she was jealous of all the attention and just not having the. It's always like rough when you can't apologize for your actions that you regret. Like you're just not able to. Um, I'm sure. I don't think she deserves to die for that because again, I think it's more just a petty teenager thing. Uh, but obviously, she's going through it. Then again, I still don't know what Tina Distortion wants, but she's like, "Oh, you have all these regrets. Obviously, you can't really fix it because the friend's dead. But the only thing you can do is turn those regrets into gold." I don't know what that means. Maybe it's like changing your perception of the events into something positive, which I don't know how that would work. Obviously, I mean, it's a fine mindset to have that. I wouldn't really call it good changing all negative things you do and just changing them into positives. I mean, like, there are some, like, you try something, you fail, and you're like, oh, at least I tried. But I don't know how you would change Sutika's, I told a horrible thing to my friend and she died before I can apologize into a positive thing. Again, it's not horrible because it's not like something like super bad, I feel, but yeah, I don't know. I'm interested in what the Tina Distortion wants. Again, I do think he wants something similar to Imaginator, where he wants to change the whole world and how it acts, which obviously makes him an enemy of the world, aka Boogiepop's arrival, but I'm not exactly sure yet, like I was with Imaginator's goal. So, but yeah, cool stuff. Then we get some Habra backstory. They gave us a little fade out. I thought Habra was dating Nagi, who made her first appearance in this arc, um, which would have been lit. Lucky man, but nope, not lucky enough. But we learn Habra's a hacker, and he's been, I guess, stealing information from companies and selling them probably. But it turns out Nagi was just kind of using him to get information for herself, and her being a hero has used it to stop scams. So, and that's all in all, it kind of worked out. I was a little scared for him, so those people searching for him. I thought they might have been like criminals, but the way they let him go after learning that he's pretending that Nagi's his girlfriend, makes me think that they're actually just cops. So lucky, I guess. But yeah, the conversation with Nagi, it's kind of cool. I don't blame him for falling in love with her in first sight. She's just definitely like a super charismatic and unique person, and she's got drip. But yeah, and unlike the other people that were kind of going along with the Tina Distortion or a little scared, Habra kind of just goes at it with him. Taunting him, talks about how it's a dream. You see Masami again, who I keep calling Misaki. It's like one word difference, okay? Well, like two words or two letters. But anyways, um, but I feel like after kind of standing up to the Tina Distortion, he's like, okay, you want to stand up to me? And I think he, like, because the kaiju pops up in his dream world, and the Makoto the child, pops up, and while Habra kind of rationalizes this as he's just seen them at some point, which he has. Well, we don't know about Masami, but he's seen the kid. But I think it's something different. I think Tina Distortion like combined their worlds just because it seemed that Makoto was pretty like self. Like it seemed like he was a self, and it makes more sense that like this kaiju's from Makoto's world because he actually knew the name. So maybe the King of Distortion's plan is to put everyone's like dream world into one, like create a new world where all these regrets people are feeling are faced, And maybe they can live in like a regretless world, maybe? I don't know. It sounds kind of cool. So there's my theory. Maybe, I don't know. But Habra escapes with the kid pretty successfully and he manages to return to his body. And apparently the whatever state the disruption state isn't like too bad because Habra woke up Shiro pretty easily just by shaking him. So I would like them, Habra and Shiro, just to shake everyone up, wake everyone up, save them from the distortion. I feel like that's probably a good idea if it's easy enough to just shake them up to wake them up. Habra also put a pretty interesting theory that maybe Teretsuki's alive and his death was fake, which would be interesting because we do have this question of how Boogiepop would beat this concept. Because unlike Imaginator, who was using a host and had a time limit because of her suicide, um, it doesn't seem like, at least at first glance, that the Tina Distortion has any of those weaknesses. But if he has like a corpse, or maybe like not a corpse, but like a vessel that they need to kill, like they did with Imaginator, um, maybe they can do it. That's a weakness, because we trust in Boogiepop, but how can she kill something that's ethereal? Because she did. It's not like again she didn't kill Imaginator when she was in her concept form. She just died because she ran out of time to break through because she was on a time limit after committing suicide. So without those weaknesses, I'm struggling to see how the squad can pull this together. But yeah, but it is curious to say that Teretsuki did set this up before his death. He kind of knew something was happening, and he set up this whole whatever this project, whatever the goal is. So I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. That's what again we'll see in the future. Before we wrap up this video, let's look at Teretsuki's voice actor, Ukawa Turo, born February 28th, 1960. Uh, Toru Ukawa is a male seiyuu from Kagoshima Prefecture who is affiliated with Masumu Promotion. He is a Hanshin Tigers fan. What is a Hanshin Tigers? Let me Google it. It is a baseball team, Japanese baseball team based in Nishinomiya, Hyugo Prefecture. There you go. Tigers fan. Anyways, let's see what he did. He has a pretty bitter repertoire, so. Anything I know though? Or that's good? The AKB 48 anime? Uh, I'll know a zero. He's Sazbomb. I like Sazbomb. I'll know a zero. I think it's a good anime. I just hated the ending. Um, that I did not. I was not an ending enjoyer, but the openings were sick, and at least season one was like pretty good. Kind of for that season too much. Anyways, use Carlan from Arslan Senki, my least favorite fantasy anime. It's so ass, man. Uh, he's in Bleach. He's not. He's Taria from the filler arc, the first filler arc, the Bount arc. Nice. Um, he's in Kanan. He's in Chaos Dragon. Everyone's least favorite collab anime. I'll still hold the opinion that Chaos Dragon wasn't even that bad. It was just overhyped for like no reason. Just because it was a collaboration between some bigger names, but it's a freaking D&D. It's adapted from a D&D campaign they had. Like, how good can that be? Anyways. Uh, Some Detective Conan Rose. Diamond Oasis Uchai. Everyone's least favorite coach. I like him though. Cool. I like Diamond Oasis. I think it's one of the better team-based sports animes. Uh, what else? Rufus from Final Fantasy Advent Children. I've watched that, though I've never played Final Fantasy 7, so it didn't really make much sense to me. There's also Roy Mustang from the Full Metal Alchemist and Brotherhood. That's kind of crazy. Actually, he's not from Brotherhood. Only Full Metal Alchemist, the OG ones, huh? How do you guys like Full Metal Alchemist OG? I always liked it. I like the tone of it a bit more. I also like. Actually, I wouldn't say that, but it's good. It's good. In my opinion, a little underrated. I feel like people have this stigma against like they call the OG Full Metal Alchemist a filler because it doesn't follow the manga. But like I just feel like that's not a negative towards the anime. It's just its own story, right? It's just its own thing. Why would you call it a filler? It's an anime only thing. It just felt like a weird critique out of other things you could critique in any anime. Um, that is the difference between fillers. It kind of stops you from the main story. But I feel like if an anime goes a little off the track of its source material, if it's adapting something, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, to be honest. But yeah, it's just my opinion. Um, he's a diary from Baki. He's Brian from Dosek, one of the magician guys. I like Dosek, one of the classics. Um, mm, mm. He's Tomodachi. He's Tomodachi from Higurashi, aka the luckiest man alive, because he gets to be dating the best girl, one of the best girls in anime, Takano, right here. Takano. Spoiler on the outfit, but that's okay. It's been out for years. Cool. We must have looked him up before then, right? But alright, Jiro, 21 favorites on my anime list. Pushing, pushing. I respect that. He's the narrator from JoJo. Oh, we did look him up. Okay. He's Saito from Ghost in the Shell 2045, which is the last anime we watched. So, and we have been doing the voice actor checkup, so we definitely looked him up. So okay, it's all right. He gets a double showing. He's both Saito and King of Distortion. It's cool. And we might as well finish up. I probably had some of these similar conversations when we were reviewing him before, huh? Tenjin Sendoku from One Piece. Uh, other guys that I don't really know. Kuryu from Tokyo Ghoul. That's about it. Yeah. Honestly, good voice actors, some good talent they brought on for our final antagonist of the anime. So happy to see him. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And next time we'll I don't know, we'll just continue on with the story. But until then, see ya.